Today's Tales is playing BattleTech once again, and today we are playing round 2 against Prussian Havoc in planet capture here for Interstellar Wars. And we are running, well, a pretty janky flimin' lance here. We've got ourselves an Orion K. So the nice version of the Orion. We've got ourselves a awesome 8T, which is, well, it's the sketchy version of the awesome. But we need to get a wriggle on here as well. We've got ourselves a fire starter, which is kind of nice. A Zeus, which is also definitely interesting. So yeah, it's pretty weird lance. So the great thing about the Interstellar Wars is you get some crazy weird lances. Like, I'd never pick a Zeus. I'd never pick an awesome 8T. The Orion I'd definitely pick. I love the Orion, even though I rarely play with it these days because mediums in the 20k mark do pretty good. This guy's a little expensive these days. And of course a fire starter I'd always pick. So there's kind of some good mechs, some bad mechs, some never seen often mechs. But it's alright. This guy does look cool. He looks like he's got an old flipping cannon on his... Well, he does have a cannon, but it looks like a cannon, right? That thing looks like it just hoses out rounds. It does look a bit weird though, the old Zeus, I find. It does have a LRM 15. Excuse me. I've still got my cold, which is rather annoying. We've got a lot of missile spam here, again, which is kind of interesting too. I'm hoping that Arclight and the fire starter gets us initiative to here, because we're going to need it. Now, I've played on this map a few times. So there's this area here you can kind of play around. I might head towards here. Most people on this side kind of sit over here to give yourself that mineral field. We can play from here, probably just drop over some LRMs. The alternative is we got this hill, which is really slow going with some of these mechs. We can go for the trees, that kind of stuff, right? But I think we're just going to go over here. Prussian's running down his timer a little. Alright, so I think we're just going to take... Now, this is where it gets a little awkward. We have a bunch of heavies and assaults, so obviously our initiative phase is going to be a little bizarre. We might take... You know what? I might take a sprint all the way up here, but we're going to move everyone else first. Just to ensure that nothing weird happens. The awesome... I think we'll sprint you over here. Actually, let's have a look. Where can Zeus get to? Okay, so you can... Actually, we can put you at the front. Ozone, sir. Up you come. No. Ozone. We're mucking around here, Ozone. And you get... I'm going to sprint all the way over here and see if we can't catch him off guard a little. Hopefully he's moved forward far enough that this maybe catches him. Doesn't look great. Okay. So he's going to get us this turn. Hopefully he doesn't have an arc light and a light. It's probably pretty possible. I forgot to look at what other mechs he has. But we might be looking at an awesome. We might be looking at a spider. Some centurions are the only things I really remember off the list of mechs they have on this planet. So you can see what they have on the planet, and those are the only mechs they can use. Obviously the mechs I have on the planet are the only mechs I can use. I pushed too hard, I think. It's probably going to be a lot of direct fire, so maybe getting to this spot might be a little hard. He might be just holed up here. Pardon me. These mineral fields, I mean... I find this map a little unbalanced. Like, see this mineral field here is in the ground. Okay, so that walked into the trees, 50 tons there. And he's spotted me, so that probably means that I'm going to be going first. Because in most likelihood he's got a light with a arc light here. It's alright. It is alright. To get into range though, we're going to have to plomp ourselves into this spot here. There's not actually any ground over here. That map, it just swings off into the dust storm over there. Yeah, I find something's wrong with this map. How you start on the low ground here. I suppose the counterbalance to that is you get this weird high ground. How far can you go back? You can go quite far into this corner, actually. You can actually get yourself... that's not a nice position, is it? Plonk yourself up on this hill. You gads. Oof, that came in pretty quick. Do I have a tonnage on that? 30 tons. Yes. Alright, so we're gonna have to reserve here. Now it gets a little bit scary. Because obviously I am dead set out in the open here. We might have to take a jump here into the mineral field and a brace. Alright, I think we're gonna do that. And sorry, I got my door open because it's 1,000 degrees here and somebody is driving their damn motorbike down the road. Alright, so we're gonna exit out. We're gonna let him push up. See if he wants to push up. We could actually, if he doesn't push far enough, we might be able to snap back forward and grab him again. Which would be amazing. So he gets to move all of his mechs now. Which would make sense. To push all your heavies up and then jump forward for sensor contact. He's got to jump forward for sensor contact though. If he doesn't, then we get to move all of ours and we'll probably sprint up into this patch and then jump the fire starter forward to try and grab him up here again. Might even try and plant myself behind this building if I could. I definitely want to get around onto this patch though before we hit sensor contact again, if I can. No, he's not going to let me do it. Okay, so he's coming forward for this one here. Which is a little painful. That's cool. At least now we're on the spot though, so we're kind of cool. We're braced up, we've got a lot of evasion, so now we can reserve down and not fear too much that this guy's just going to get bombarded. If I left him here and reserved, if he had, say, a bunch of heavies and I was trying to get to my assault, suddenly he could, say, sense lock this, and I would have reserved in phase 1 and we would have 2 evasion in the open, drops down a bunch of LRMs, you know, we're stuffed, right? We're stuffed. So that was probably a walk and a brace. We're just going to reserve down to the assault phase because we've got 2 assaults. So we kind of want to just do things in our assault phase. We need to go all the way down to phase 1. We'll probably just, I think we'll move the Apex, we got Mockingbird here. Probably stick Mockingbird towards the front. Just run the, I think the Orion is one of our, yeah, the Orion can tank fairly well. So move the Orion up. Give up that as our first target. Keep this guy here to maybe do stuff. So up you move. Just torso twist a bit. Brace up. We do have obviously arc light for sensor locking as well in case we need to do that. But just for now, it's probably going to be a lot of shuffling across this map to get into effective ranges. I should have had a quick skewers at what he could rock here. Last night we played against 2 Shadowhawks, a Griffin and a Highlander. I can't remember how many assaults they have on this planet. What is that? 70 ton. That jumped? That felt like that jumped. So what we could do is we could move this guy here. And then we could sprint probably the awesome in. Actually, I should have sat here and then I could have moved to the edge and fired with 2 evasion plus some evasion from this. Sense lock from here. Yeah. Oh well. Hopefully I can get at least 2 evasion moving here, but I don't think so, but should have moved to about here. We might just move the awesome. Oh no, the awesome's got tanking abilities anyway. Maybe I should have given this guy here ozone and apexed with. Shit, that might have been the better choice. Oh well. Actually, we're going to sprint you in, I think. So what we're going to do here is we're probably just going to take a jump and a brace in this mess here just to keep ourselves semi-safe. That's if we catch here. The hunt. Holy moly, 100 tons. Alright, so this is a pretty solid lance. Pretty solid indeed. Ouch. Okay. This is going to take a bit of work. Wow. What have we seen? We've seen a 30, a 70, a 100, and I forgot what I saw over here actually. I think it was a 50. I think this fight's not going to go my way. But you never know. How far out of range are we here at the moment? Okay, so you can't tell how far we're running in from, so we'll probably just run in over here. So like this. Actually, I'd rather be towards the back. Can we get 4 evasion here is okay-ish, I guess. I'm just going to torso twist to the front, spread out some of these hits. It's all going to get really hot though. This guy can punch pretty well, this guy can punch okay. This guy probably doesn't want to be punching, but he can as well. So you can kind of get in there and brawl a little. Hopefully he doesn't sense lock this guy. Never know. Exposes him a little because he is an assault. Alright, so jump back. What we'll probably end up doing, I think, is just dropping some LRMs over onto this stuff here. So we've got a heavy and an assault. And a light. We'll see what we can see here. Alright, so Mockingbird, what can you get to? Okay, so we can get to the 70 ton, right? Probably going to reserve down and then we'll have a sensor lock here. Just because he reserves, I reserve in. Yeah, you know what, screw it. We're just going to do this. I really would like to get to that 30 ton though. If I could. Looks like he's going to keep it safe, so Mockingbird, do your thing. What do we got? A cat. A cat. That's going to be really hot, isn't it? So there's a bit of direct fire. If we can stay out of direct fire, we might be in for a good mood too. Who's in this? Mockingbird. Okay. Alright, nice sense looking back. He does have the better patch for it, unfortunately. I could have moved here. That's okay. That's alright. Ozone will probably be first up here. Loving some of these babies. I kind of want to burn down our ammo a little, so that we don't have the CT ammo issues, because we do have CT ammo here. I just burn off one. How much heat does this generate? Not much, right? And then we can go in with 100 damage here. This man is very hard to hit. Those actually suck, brother. What did this be? This would be 30, so we're down to 110. I'm okay for that. These things are not all that well armored as well, so we can kind of move the Apex over here, give him a go. It's going to be a bit of bombardment going on before we sort of pile on in. At least as heavy as a cat versus my heavy, which is an Orion. Does mean if he's got... He had a medium, right? Yeah, that's fine. So we then move... Apex? Oh shit, Apex, you have direct fire? Okay. There's no line of sight though, is there? We'll just move back a little. And we'll rotate in, I think. I think we'll give him the LRM arm. I'm not too concerned if that arm goes, because we'll probably use up most of our ammo here. Turn off these babies and fire. Alright, so we've shaved 70 versus his, what's he got, 32? So we're doing okay here. We're doing a-okay. I think I'll sense lock this. I know what this is going to be though. This is going to be an Atlas. Be interesting to see who has the most long range stuff here. If he's looking for direct line of sight fire stuff, hopefully I'm okay here. Here comes his baby. He's gonna sense lock somebody. Great. Hopefully he doesn't have direct line of sight, but he might. Could have another heavy in here, right? I'm going to synth lock this guy and force him back a bit. Spider, excellent. Would love to shoot that spider. Who's in this Arclight, right? My apex is a little exposed here. I'm glad I gave up that arm though, and we're on a mineral field. It's a shame, maybe I could have got more evasion, but we'll see what he's got. Hopefully we kind of are in enough of a ditch. This guy's up on a hill, so I'm hoping that we are kind of down enough to not get blasted here. Really want to know what that other mech is, and I can't remember if it was a medium or not, or what weight tonnage it was at all. If I can get the spider though, I mean it's not well armored compared to the fire starter, so we could get a little bit of a one up if we can take that thing out. Some sort of LRM. Double LRM. Catapult maybe? Is that vision? So here's vision. Shit, I did not realize that was vision. So this could fire everything. Who is this mockingbird? Shame I didn't brace. This would be a great spot if I braced in. I don't know what kind of hit chances he has. Maybe I could risk this. It's a little scary though. I could bait here, I think. We're gonna try and bait. The choice is he could sense lock over here and then fire with this if I reserve down, leaving him with 2 evasion. He's on a mineral field. We'll see if he wants to take this or not. If he leaves enough opening, we could maybe get that spider. So he could sense lock, fire, and then if that's a heavy, he could fire again. And just try and kill this thing, right? I mean, how much damage do you do? You do a PPC, an AC-10, 4 medium lasers. I mean, you could do a fair chunk of damage. He'd have to maybe come off that mineral field for some of that stuff. Not sure if I'm in range to assist. I mean, LRM spam's gonna be horrendous. I'll probably fire the AC and the PPC. He's going for it though. Also, if we survive now, he has to go first. Okay, I'm down for this. might lose our fire starter, which would be ugly. But we just have to hope that everything doesn't hit the CT. Probably going to have to jump back over here and brace. And then set up for whatever we want to do next turn. Of course, I could go this way and sense lock this. Ooh, but clenching moment, and it is over. Woo. All right, so this will tell us he's got a heavy. He's got a heavy. Or a medium. It could be a treb. But I'm guessing it's a heavy here. I swear, I really wish I could remember what that was. If it was a medium, it's going to be a treb. Which is pretty light for him. I guess he's got an Atlas though to tank up the front. Do a bit of work with that. So he's probably got... so he's got, what, Apex here. Ozone or somebody Wildfire maybe, Mockingbird and Apex Arclight. Just gotta fire his LRMs now. Or you could reserve in. You probably just fire though. You might as well fire now that you've sort of gone with your load here. That would have been solid damage. It would have been 110 damage, minus 25 if he had hit. So, you know, 80, 70-ish. Trebuchet. Thank you. Oh, baby. Direct fire. Oh, yeah. Alright. So we know what we're doing here. Straight back over here. We're gonna eat the LRM-20 from over here, unfortunately. But we get to drop the hammer. Is there any further I can get back? Get way back over here. Can we still sense lock though? No, we may not. So I need something like this, and I should be out of vision of that. Hello, Apex. How you doing? How you doing, miss? So he's probably going to drop his LRM-20 from here. I mean, I don't think you can fire over the top of this. I don't think you can walk forward far enough. I'm hoping he can't, because otherwise I'm screwed. So now we will drop everything out of this guy. We'll drop everything out of this. We'll drop everything out of this. It's all just going to hump down on this guy. If I can get an arm. I like the medium laser arm. So we're probably going to be hitting this arm here with the 2 medium lasers, which is okay. Does newt that guy by a little bit of damage. But having an LRM-15 still is a little abusive. He's coming in. I think he's swinging for the side. Please tell me you can't shoot on this. Otherwise, we might be in for a little bit of a mauling here. I'm hoping that covers us enough. Ugh. We got +2 from this mineral field, maybe indirect fire. Ugh. Do have vision though, so that's a little scary. So that means he's probably got... I mean, this guy's pretty tall, but if we can see him, he can see us, yeah? Look at that. That is... scary dude. Look at him coming over the hill. Alright. What's he got over in this wildfire? Okay. 85s. Jesus, what drugs are you taking? 50s. Brother. Can you not engage in any sort of flimin' school of misery? Alright, so we take you up, fire your 60. Get some evasion going on the Atlas. Give him the side. Kind of tempted to actually step off this damn stuff. Like if I stepped over here, what do we get? 70s. But then he could just plow us a bit with everything here. Let's stick Mockingbird towards the front. And we need to twist from you too. We need to give up this arm, I think. Get him laser into AC-10. Does not seem super exciting, does it? So I guess we twist in with the other side. I wonder if he's going to come in with... we need Mockingbird towards the front anyway. What I would call a mass load of damage. Not at all. Got some evasion going here though. Could do something like this. Otherwise I have to do this, right? 60s. Alright, I think we'll take the 260s. We're moving on a mineral field, but you know what? We get 4 evasion from this. We're going to fire everything here. Ooh, hello. Hello, hello. Alright, so this gets a little scary now. He could maybe push up and go on this guy. Since he's got vision, he'd have to get to over here probably, and then just maul him down, right? We really want to keep our fire starter in some sort of good mood. Damn, son. This thing with the AC-20. Nasty. Nasty thing. 170. Whoa. 235. Wow. Synergy reserve there. Yeah. Damn, I can't believe they have an Atlas. So we're gonna definitely want to kill this. If we can. How is another matter. Probably need to finish off everything else around it. I mean, giving an Atlas time to work on you is horrendous, right? He could sense lock over here. If he does that, we have to jump out. Mockingbird can sense lock back here unless he backs us up, and we fire over again. Maybe get that arm. 2 medium lasers, first blow. We're gonna be, what do we got? We need to get the LRMs down to half ammo for them not to be a risk here. Just CT death. The old CT death. Good thing is these guys can gang up and punch this thing quite a lot. This thing could go over. We could just start looking to do wounds to it, I guess. Wildfire, I think, has 4 from memory. Alright, so reserve. I'd say he pushes forward with this and tries to kill this. That's what I would think about. I'd think about maybe trying to kill this and then continuing on. Because you kind of just want to engage with this. This guy blobs in garbage from the back. This guy runs the distraction at the front. This guy needs to come in and just start dealing out some fun times as well. These guys all need to kind of torso twist a little, except for him. We kind of want to keep our arms here. Alright, cool. So we're going to jump out now, because there's no way we're staying here at all. There's a nice happy mineral field for us. Making life hard. So now he's got to bring the spider across, which means we get to sense lock with Mockingbird, probably over here. He probably runs that back. So maybe we need to look for a... no. Probably jumps over here. I would look for a lock on the Zeus if you've kept an eye on the Zeus. Alright, so here comes the spider. I could consider the spider. It would be 6 evasion, including the mineral field, plus another 8 evasion on this little dude. Cool, that's fine. Because now we want to sense a lock. He probably pushes us back, I think. This is kind of tempting. Probably need to rotate a little here. So I could continue working on this guy. I could go for this. He's probably going to push this back this way, though. Alright, we're going to try this. Not convinced. Not convinced by that at all, actually. Might just keep working on the cat. At some point, we're gonna, once we all run out of LRMs, we're all gonna have to push in here. He's only got 8 rounds of LRMs out of this thing. He's got 1,000,000 rounds of LRM 20 on this thing. He's got a lot of direct fire though, which is a little scary, right? And I don't want to be the one who has to push, but I think I'm gonna have to be the one who pushes here. The only problem with these stupid mineral fields. At least when we engage and start heating up, the fire start is going to become pretty worthwhile. Especially against an an Atlas. I just probably want about 2 more turns of dumping ammo out of this guy. that's the Atlas gone. Which means you can happily fire once, probably. What do we fire twice? Maybe we fire twice. Just to burn down on the ammo here. We've hit them all over, kind of. I mean, that's the joys of LRMs, right? Is they just kind of spread everywhere. It's going to be a bit of a slugfest here. I don't know. I'd be interested to see if he leaves this here, or if he puts it maybe in the mineral field. If he puts it in the mineral field, I'd definitely go for that. Okay, interesting. I might actually rotate a little here to try and spread the shots around, because we're losing a bit on that side, which is hurting a bit. Hurting a lot. We got to hit you 55. That and he's getting to fire outside of the mineral field. He's got better hit chances. Who wins this war? So he's got 30 here, 50. I have 15, 30, so 45. I could do this, but I would have to put the fire starter in. I wonder if he's going to look for a double lock here, so that he can spread out this guy's fire. He's going to have issues with it, because these guys are all in close, so he's going to have to come in a bit. Or he's going to have to stay here, maybe go far over this way. You can't go that way though, you'd have to come this way. Because if you went that way, you're probably in some sort of direct line of sight. He'd probably sense lock with this guy first. This guy's probably not in sense lock range here. I definitely think he's going to sense lock with this first. See what I do. He'll probably... So I sense lock him back. Probably fires one of these. He's just trying to keep his little guy. So he'll use the second to last, so that I burn as much activations as I can before he gets shot at by it, right? Can't move out of this mineral field, really. It's just not worth. I think I might rotate a bit here, though. I might rotate around the front. Just give up the other arm a little. Just spread this damage somewhat. Could force this to move now, actually. I think we might do that. We're going to go for this. We're going to force him to move this one. Also, this guy struggles with jumping a bit. It's rather heat intensive, especially on this map for a spider. Kind of want him to move this now, so that I could maybe sense lock with Arclight. If he doesn't move it, I'm just going to drop ozone on it. Probably going to have really bad hit chances, but it's fine. Could have also just reserved. See what he wanted to do. He's unlikely to just do his whole move in phase 2. Okay. Alright, probably can't get there. Maybe stuffed us a little. I think we've got a reserve here. So we can still sense lock here. And he shouldn't be able to get vision. I hope. Is there a jump that's kind of a little bit closer to home here? Yeah, that one's fine. So we're gonna have to go on this again. It's not the funnest of targets, but it's the one we've got. So I can only really just LRM this again. So I can't remember how many activations Apex has had here. He's really homing in on my poor old Orion. Which is not bad. Orion's got a bit more armor than the cat. So we started with about 240 ammo. About 120 is half our bins, right? So we can, at about 120 I think we can start pushing forward. Okay, bad. So we'll fire you first. So yeah, we'll bed down to 120. Charming phones, medium laser. Medium laser, okay. Uh, 720. I feel like we're losing armor quicker than he is. By a mile. Poor Orion. Just getting beaten down. Alright, I think it's time to break through that arm. So we're gonna have to take a bit of a beating getting to him. Which is kind of annoying. But I think if we walk up this way, we should be able to do most of this. And then we'll probably just climb into the mineral field and start having a bit of a punch fest. Probably the Ryan's going to just sit tight for a bit, so that he's the last in. How you doing, Zeus? How you doing? You good, actually. I love how he's got like a little armored garment cheeks here as well. Just keep himself. Getting a shot in the side. Interesting. It's fine. We'll just take a jump to over here, and we'll just. I mean, if he wants to shoot at us, he can. So it's probably going to be the Zeus in the front. For a little. Somehow. Actually, I'd probably rather the Awesome, actually. It's a shame you can't see their stat line when you click on them down here as well. I'd love to know how much ammo and punch damage they do. Comes the Spider. Gonna go for the Orion again. Probably just wants to keep beating down on it. Oh, excellent. Okay, I like that. I don't mind if he fires on that at all. Is there a way to get to evasion here? Particularly, is there? So we can get vision from here. We have to forward face. And brace. Now he has to make the choice of whether he moves here to fire, which means that Apex could probably move fairly safely last and fire. We could even fire with the Orion over the top of the LRMs. Now he's going to be a little concerned about what he shoots at. Does he shoot at this, which is really hard? Okay. 2 hits, I'll take that. Sure. Which means you can now fire. Definitely won that one, which means that you get to now move and fire. A little dodgily, but so be it. Just gonna fire the LRMs most likely. Everything else is kind of not great. Because you just don't want to overheat. So he can return fire now, obviously with the cat. I have a feeling if I stuck myself here I could actually direct fire onto this, but it's probably not worth with the brace there. Suppose you never know. I would have considered moving my Atlas to maybe over here, so that I could fire down this way. He's bringing it in. I don't think I can get vision there. Multi-shot, I guess. Couple of hits here and there. It's not too bad. Luckily for us, that spider's going to be no good for him. Direct fire with no vision for him. Try and give him the LRM arm. Yeah, sure. Ooh, he gets vision there though. Not keen on that. Move here, we can direct fire. That's alright. All that stuff turned off. Starting to chew this guy up pretty good now. What's he down to? Come on. Tell me what his actual mech's down to. So we're down about 200 armor. Okay. I definitely would think about swinging this corner now with the Atlas. You got to start using that AC-20. I mean, you've got a fair bit of ammo in it. You definitely need to start using that ammo. Every turn you can fire it, and fire it, and fire it. It's a good turn. Even if you're just firing the AC-20, I mean, just bulwark somewhere, plow it on out. It's 50 damage a turn if it hits. Wildfire, she's got good gunnery. 6 gunnery, so... start doing some real damage. Instead of this LRM spam. I wonder if he's thinking about firing this. We could start heating this guy up actually if we wanted, depending on what he does here. Could probably fire our 2 large lasers, a lot of heat. I mean, it's a lot of damage too. It would be LRM 15s plus 2 large lasers. I should have moved here earlier. Be interesting if he still maintains here for the sensor lock. So he can only see this. He probably needs to sensor lock either of these if he wants them. He's just rotating. Okay. He really wants him. We actually don't generate that much heat, do we? Damn, we could just slot this guy. Do it. I mean, this guy's down to... most of his armor's starting to fall off. He really needs to corner here. Maybe I should have gone last with this. could have done one of these guys instead. Maybe I should have done Mockingbird actually. Or I could have even done Apex here. Apex is a little bit sketchy though, because you've got no bulwark. So we're basically doing an extra 20 damage a turn for very little heat. Bit of damage over here. Yeah, we can kind of, I mean, oof, how much damage really? I really don't want to lose this arm just yet. I'd kind of like to keep so we could probably fire from here and be pretty happy. So we do, what, 60 damage. We fire in everything. It's definitely not worth it, I don't think. By and far worth more. Might move Arclight though. I could move my Orion and fire before he gets a turn with the Atlas, I guess. I'd say he moves the Spider next. And then the Atlas last. It's going to probably be his last move here. I wonder if he'll push that Atlas forward. I really would think about pushing that Atlas. Even with a move and a brace, you're probably pretty good. I mean, this guy, he's not going to weather too much more, right? He's starting to bleed into everything here. I'd love to get bits off this. This thing is, even if it's hot, it's a bit of a monster. I mean, what do we got here? We got 110, so it's 210, right? 210 damage. It heats you up like in one turn though, but 210 damage is not bad for an alpha. Especially if you can get somebody, you know, not braced up. Just go bananas. Just go bananas. Berserk. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he's coming for it now. Actually kind of want to just push in, funnily enough. What do we do here? I think we just bum rush, really. How could I bum rush? I really don't want to bum rush with the Orion. Move like this, I guess. We really want to just punch stuff at some point. I don't know how we're going to get in close to this, but we do want to punch it. We also don't want this getting behind us, which is a little nasty. He heats it up though, we've got the fire starter, so maybe we could get a shutdown play. He does have to be concerned about that. This guy's a little noodled, so if we can get in on him as well. I might have to sprint my Zeus in, so we can start firing with actual weapons here instead of just the LRM, although this is a Mockingbird, so got some problems here. Maybe I should just backed up and kept on plinking into this. And Atlas. I did have a high last game, I guess. Good old little man's coming in. Good old little man. Which means we could probably just stay where we are. This way, I guess. I wonder if he's going to try and DFA into this to try and clear some brace. We do get to go last though, so charm is this? It's 2 medium later, and that's actually the best arm to get. Let's see, you could DFA into this, fire with that. Let's see, if you DFA, I reserve down, you fire, I reserve down, you fire, I reserve down. So you actually get to do all your moves while this guy is sitting pretty, right? Getting hammered. But then I suppose I clear your spider and maybe go on your cat, but I mean this could die. Luckily we burnt off most of his CT ammo though. No way to save him though. A big loss. I mean, this thing could do. What are we looking at? 100, 200. Is this like 32 or something? 232. Another 80. I mean, you're looking at 300 and around. I mean, this is not surviving that. Not at all. He's definitely thinking about DFAing this, I think. He's got vision here to DFA this. Yeah, he's got vision for this as well, because we can see this. So he's got vision on everything here. So he's thinking about DFA, fire, fire, fire. Although now he's actually in a harder spot. You can't do it. But if you'd done it in sequence, you could actually do that. So you could DFA, I reserve, then it's your start, you fire, I reserve, you fire, I reserve, you fire. Now, obviously, you DFA, I reserve, you get to fire these two, but you don't get to fire this guy. It's always interesting noting how you can do some of these sometimes. Okay. That arm's not so important to me anymore. This guy's arms are, of course, and here comes the cat to push buttons. Hello, buddy. Come on. Come on. Hop on. No, not near the keyboard. Come on. There you go. Yep, there we go. So what are we looking for here? Probably these guys not to do too much. It probably needs to be the Zeus more than anything. Just to keep our options open with these two. I really don't want somebody getting DFA'd here. If I can avoid it. Yo. If you want to be an issue, then you can go on the floor. Okay? So we're down to kind of the last of our ammo here as well. What would we do with 60? Not much, really. And we're up to 42 seconds. Yo, you concern me, cat. You concern me a lot. Could go with arc light here. We could just swing right on across and then do the... yes, that's my headset, thanks. And then do the Zeus. I think that's what we're going to have to look for. Definitely jump. Just going to threaten the side here, I think, is probably the best option. He could, of course, just one-shot the poor little fire starter here. But if he fires on that, at least these guys can maybe move in. And I think we're just going to eat a round of firing here. From memory, these have actually pretty good back armor. Hey, you want attention? Hey? Hey? What are you paying attention? There we go. Alright, so... Yo, I need to concentrate, buddy. Need to concentrate. So, it looks like he's going in on that, right? Can I swing the corner here and fire? I can. So it's probably going to be you. I think we're going to take our chances and we're going to run here. We're probably just going to... Could I multi-shot this? Would that be worth? You need to swing that arm in at least. Actually, he's still got this to go, doesn't he? Okay, you know what? This could be really dangerous, but in you go. We're gonna have to fight now, I think. So we'll fire in the LRMs here, and we're gonna go for a bit of a split shot here. So we'll go B, 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 B. How much heat does that generate? What's this? 20, 20. What are these? 15 and 15? I think that's worthwhile. I mean, we're gonna run out of LRMs anyway. Could maybe have saved the heat. But I think we just need to climb on in now. we're giving him just a whole bunch of stuff to shoot at, really, that isn't my assault, my other assault, I guess. So now Mockingbird's going to go on this side, we're going to fire in, and then Ozone, I guess, is just going to stroll forward as well. We're just going to do what we can. Do what we can. So I'd probably fire at the Zeus now. With this, all things considered. Might have been a little bit early to use my Zeus there. I could have maybe have gone with this. So he's rotating that. So we're going to swing the corner with Mockingbird, and we're just going to bring all guns to bear, right? Could even, if I could get a beat on this, I would love to fire at that. There we go. Cool, not too bad. I mean, it was still a bit of damage, but not too bad. I can fire on you. Kinda want to fire on you, really. What armor are we giving up here? This is all direct fire from here, indirect. How much? Ooh, he did heat up a fair bit. I think we swing like this. We probably ignore this little guy for a little. You need to be last because I don't trust this. Fire on everything? I think I maybe fire on everything. Yeah, I'm down for that. Great. Okay. What did we get? We only got the Alone 15. It's not great. I guess Ozones maybe could get over this and shoot. We'll see in a sec. Might just have to pile in on this a little and then pile in on that. He's only got the spider left. We could maybe engage on this guy with a bit of flamethrower fun. On the side, what is this, an apex? So only 3 hits, right? 4 hits, ouch. We have to debrace here, I think. There's no way to get through this, unfortunately. Kinda sucks, but it is what it is. Plenty of things for him to shoot at. Oh man, that arm took a beating. He will get to fire this first, I guess. He could maybe shred some stuff off this. But we're just going to give him everything to shoot at here, I think. And hope that it works out. I don't know about that, but sure. 2 medium lasers, 15 damage, okay. I mean, that's going to heat you into oblivion. The old spider cooking. Alright, so we can get direct fire over here, which would be great. So we will... Is there somewhere that I can screw him from having... Oh, we could go here. And absolutely poop on this direct fire. Something like this. It's pretty good. Fire over here. Come on, baby. Roll me some good ones. Look at that. What a beating. He just lost all of his weapons. He's a 6, so we might ignore him, actually. And go on this. This guy's going to have to come in and punch anyway, so that's fine. There's a big old chunk of damage gone, so we're going to ignore that now. We'll be interested to see if he tries to shoot this again. Maybe. Then we reserve down. He gets to go with this. This is a non-factor. We reserve again. He gets to go with this. So maybe the Orion's going to take a bit of a punishing here. He probably has to jump this away now. Although he's actually positioned himself. If I turn to punch this, he shoots me in the back. So he wins a little on that one. anything. How about reserving here? I could have actually taken my turn and then... No, I don't really want to. I would like to go first now. As opposed to second. Because I get no real advantage out of anything here. If he reserves again, it kind of stuffs him a little, I think. Maybe not. I mean, he just wants to blast this probably. I mean, the Atlas might win him the day here. It's at least going to claim lives. There's no way I can get away with what I did in the last game. Of saving somebody. I wonder if he's going to shoot at this. I don't really care about the spider. He can do whatever he likes with it. We're just going to ignore it for a bit. Ooh, a headshot's not great though. On Apex. Oof. Just ignore that. It really can't do a lot now. We just want to get into the assault phase now. We should be able to get ahead of him. He reserves, I reserve. So we should be able to get ahead of this now. Which means we could probably just march Apex up and brace. Swing the corner here, fire on this, fire. Try and clear this cat out. So it's going to be my start. Here comes old Legolas. God, that thing cracks me up. Here comes the legs. Oh man. It's too funny that he lost pretty much everything on that. So now you can maybe fire on this. We're pretty good on that side, so he might have to move here. We're just going to march in towards this, I think. And just keep firing. The Zeus will probably move and brace. And set up for the next turn. And then we'll do whatever we want. We could even punch this, maybe. I'm not really interested in that just yet. It's 50 damage, but it's probably so hot that he can't really jump and shoot anymore. He has to walk and shoot. And even then, I think a spider overheats, which is insane. It's not a great mech. No, lads, it's not a great mech. It's basically a walking heater. I mean, it seems like it should be a cool mech, right? You can jump for miles. Got a couple of, I mean, you don't even do a lot of damage. It's got some small lasers, but nope. Just doesn't matter. Alright, well that hurt, but we can now move that dude. Which is nice. Although, do we even care about this? What is in this arm? Okay, yeah, cool. Don't particularly care too much, but we'll just walk in. Might be a little too close there. He might be able to punch us actually, so we'll just walk in. Like this. I don't even know if that's too close. I'll walk in a brace. Keep the old Zeus baby going. Zeus baby! Keep on going. Alright, there we go. So now he has to probably shoot at one of these. I might even consider swinging back this way with the Awesome and the Oz and the Orion to keep away from this. How hot did he make himself? Not too hot. He's keeping an eye on his heat with these two, because he really doesn't want to overheat. I could even consider a jump, a flame, and a jump away. But I kind of just want to sit there for just to be a pest, right? Could even maybe walk and fire. I don't really want to have to jump away, so I might just jump over here and brace, I think. Alright, he's trying to sort himself out here. He's getting on the mineral field, try and save himself from whatever we're going to do. But yeah, we're going to come in. We're going to go for the cat next. If I can get some weapons off that, I mean, it's pretty badly damaged. Then if we kill this, we fight this, and maybe if this gets him too close, we kill it too. That's the plan. Whether it all works out like that is another issue. So he's going to fire some weapons, not all of them probably, because he wants to keep himself a little chilly. So this could hurt for you, Mr. Orion. Whoop. Ouchies. Ooh. Alright. So we walk over here, we fire on this guy. I could consider this, but might as well go on this. It's a little risky since we're so beaten up. But I love risks, yeah. So this will be the last turn of probably firing before we run in for some hand-to-hand. Could even consider... Nearly everything was even worse. I can maybe burn this a bit so it can't fire next turn. Something like that so we can fire everything. Unfortunately, mineral fields affect your shots as well. What I could do is I could cold shot this guy so that we can save our Orion a little, I guess. Both sides of that is kind of rinky, so we can maybe get that. Oh no, I didn't see if he reserved down. Did he reserve down? Or did we just do that in phase 1? Because that's not going to be great. So I could jump over here, and what do we got? We have 60s with the flamethrowers. 40 heat. Probably does pretty good. And then we're probably just going to jump away, right? We're not even going to engage with the lasers here, I don't think. Just want to keep this guy a little toasty. So that he hits, I think we only hit with one. Yeah, shit. That's not great. I just want to keep him cooking. And then we'll jump away. Just to make it harder for him to fire all his weapons out of this. The Zeus is probably going to need to sprint here to get into some sort of decent range. So if I reserve, it becomes his start, which means I get to go with my Orion first. So the Orion probably walks and braces. So he reserves. I walk and brace with the Orion. Over here, probably. Or back here. How's our arms looking? Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna walk and brace. He can't really do much with this. We walk and brace. So my start, he reserves in, it's my start again. So we could walk and brace would be awesome as well. Excellent, everything will be braced. Cool. Not too bad. We just want to close the gap, right? He probably braces up with this to keep it maybe cool if I don't look to be firing with anything. I mean, he's got to brace anyway, right? So you might as well brace, cool it down. What arm do we need to rotate in? The other arm, which is a little scary because I kind of want that AC. But it would be better than the torso. I don't know how far one of these can run. Ooh, he's moving a spider as well. Is he going to move both? If he moves both, then I don't get to save one of these guys. Well, I get to... Well, I don't get to save this. He's going to go for this. He shouldn't be in punch range for that, I hope. Okay. Well, there goes that. This guy's just cooking himself. Damn, I really need to kill this. Somehow. Which is basically getting into punch range. Park myself here. He maybe comes forward for this, I guess. We've got 90. I park like this. Main problem is I don't know how far this can go. So now I can save the awesome. I just move him up here. Unless he wants to do something with this. Hopefully he can't punch this, otherwise I'm stuffed. What do we need here? Kind of need this arm. So it needs to be like this. Somewhat. Yeah, wall of bracing. So we're going to probably move Apex into these trees, set up for this turn next, I guess. What's he got? He's got 2 mechs to go, so he goes with this. And then he can make decisions with these after I've moved my Zeus. It's still a punch, right? So this thing's still dangerous. We just need it not to be near us. Time here. Just gonna fire with this. Saving heat. Okay. How far can we move? kind of like this one though. 3 evasion plus trees. He might be tempted to fire this. I think we're gonna risk it. The arm's kind of protected, not that I need that arm. If he wants to fire weapons, I'd be pretty happy, because we could maybe cook him. This should be 1, 2, 3, 4, I hope. This cat should be pretty easy once we get on top of it. Things could go highly wrong, right? We definitely just want to punch this stuff back here. So we've only got this to go. Now whether he fires with this or not is the question. I'm gonna probably just brace here. Get as much heat as you can back for the next turn that you want to fire. If I was going to brace here, maybe I would have moved back and braced as well. Just to, because you can see this coming towards you, right? I'd be pretty concerned about all this stuff. God, I need to hit this arm. So what do we get? We get 2 medium lasers on that arm, and I think this is the important arm here. No? Where's the PPC sitting? Where the hell is the PPC? Oh, there it is. It's on the arm. And then the AC's on the underarm. I was looking at the torso there. Are you really going to fire that? I wouldn't fire that. The AC-20 maybe? That's a tad ugly, but sure. I don't know. And then what? You're going to try and go with that, I guess? This is the turn where it becomes fun. So we're just going to reserve all the way down unless he wants to go all in. There's going to be some losses. Some serious losses in a sec, I think. We might actually have to punch this with an assault as well to get it away from me. Or this guy, because he might not survive. I might punch that, I guess. I might punch this guy first, if I can. Think I can kill him with this. It's a lot of armor. 150, we'll have to see how much damage we do. And we have to hope that we don't punch a leg. Punch a leg is kind of a waste. Ouch. Alright, so he's going all in on this. This arm will pop and he'll die probably if he fires with this. So I'm going to have to punch this to death, I think. And then move on to this, I guess, when we run in and punch on this. Does all of his moves. This is still standing, we punch this. I mean, it's... Oh, actually, it's me to see. If he fires this, it probably dies. I would move here, fire that, and then see what I want to do with the rest. That's unfortunate. I might have to deal with this, actually. Might have to stick the fire starter onto you. Ooh. So this might die here. I need him to miss, really, or hit some legs. Oh, he has to hit both lasers into the CT, which is probably a pretty good chance. Come on, legs. Nope, he hit twice. It's dead. Now you reserve. Alright, so we're gonna have to punch this with our awesome here. And then deal with the rest of this somehow. That's unfortunate we lost the first mech. I guess we really should have dealt with this. Alright. And even worse, we can only punch him in the side. So we do 140, which is way too little here. Punch this guy on the side for 110, and then he can't quite make it. How do we do this? It's really hot. I think we just gang up on this thing first. That's annoying. And then we're gonna have to punch with this. He fires with these two. It's gonna be a lot of damage on this. We kill this. Hopefully he overheats himself maybe to fire a lot onto this. This bulwark stuff's annoying. Apex would probably die from just, going over. Yeah, Apex should be dead. And then unfortunately we've got a full Atlas to deal with somehow. I guess, worst case scenario, if we lose everything, maybe we just make sure we kill the Atlas. I mean, kill everything else but the Atlas. Which kind of sucks. As I said at the start, I don't agree with this spot right here. I mean, it's such a perfect spot. Because down here, you're just in the low ground. Okay, well that was a good round for us. Hopefully we can now punch you on the front. Excellent, so we can punch you on the front. Can we actually punch you on the side? That would be even better. Yeah, that's fine. That way we at least remove this and hit the box. So that's out of the way. How hot did you make yourself? Not very hot at all. Maybe I should try and deal with this guy next. Still take this arm off. We've still got LRM ammo actually, amazingly. Should have dealt with this earlier, I think. Should be a bit of heat. Oof, that's a lot of damage. I did say this thing can do a fair bit of damage. We might double burn this, I think. Actually, I think we might even go something like this. Actually, what we want is we want to jump way over here, and that way we can jump way over there and get as much evasion as we possibly can. Forget about those for now. Of some sort. I need this guy to just be too hot. I need him to kind of fight this for a little while I try and get in on this. So now we should be able to jump over here and burn him again. We'll just be a bit of a pest, I think. No crit was annoying. This guy's taking a hammering. So he can only really brace with this now. It's a shame we didn't get one more flamer on the last turn. I'm hoping maybe you can go down in there and punch him. I don't know if you can, but one can always be hopeful. He maybe reserves down the end. I could maybe. Oh, actually, this is a heavy, isn't it? At least it can't do anything. If he reserves down the end, maybe we could punch this. Heavy for a medium. I should have won this match pretty easily, but I mean the Atlas is putting in some work. Steamy. Alright, come on, one more. And I could probably punch this. Might hit the damage. Yeah, he's gonna fire. Ooh. Get some heat back. He's gonna move this now. I wonder if he's gonna jump this on this side and fire. The only way you can use a spider is if it's on fire. Cool. So 110. Let's go for it. Let's try and clear this little thing off. Come on, baby. Hit him. Bad. He could clear the corner and try to shoot us in the back now. We've got some back armor. Does give us this guy to move forward with at least. He probably wants to get this out of the way though. He could dump all of his damage into the back of this. This is a real risky move for a lot of reasons, but if he moves, he comes off this field, I guess, at least. He's already fired with this, so he's only got this and this to go. Oh, yeah, come forward. He's going to go for the back. Are you going to dump all your damage? I really want on this, though, is what I really want on. We've got one more set of flamethrowers, so we can maybe burn this guy again. Okay. I thought he was actually going to go for this guy here, but I guess not. So, can I get you in? Don't think I can get on this. I can. Oh, that's amazing. Alright, we'll take that. Has unfortunately put us further away from what we wanted, but we'll probably reserve in, I think, because now we need to turn these guys around. He could move over and fire, I guess, but he's got to be concerned about this now. He might try and punch me. We'll see if I'm in punch range of this, I might jump this out of the way. If he goes here, I could probably jump over here somewhere. If he goes to punch this, these guys get to shoot into the side of him though, which should pop some sides if he's unbraced. It's getting a little messy. I'd like to at least claim one more mech if I lose here. Preferably this guy here. I really don't want to get punched by this, so we probably have to move here. If he reserves. Start, we need to rotate these guys and walk back towards the unhappy Atlas. He's done well keeping this thing alive. Could have gone for the back, I guess. There it goes. Alright, so now we can at least save this guy though. Alright, we could burn that guy where he stands. You still need to... What did you lose? You lost pretty much everything you want. Alright, so we got one more turn of burning. Probably cools us down, I guess. This guy kind of needs to sprint in. He's done well putting this in front as well, annoyingly. Is falling apart. Absolutely falling apart. Kind of like a sprint. He probably can't really do too much to us. He probably just turns and punches. So I'm pretty happy to just sprint here, give him the side, so that we can get on top of this. He might try and punch this, I guess. Could jump over here and burn this guy. Which I might do, actually. For him to use that. Excellent. Even better. Even better. We could maybe... I don't think we could quite get that, but we can go on this. Which is probably what I want more than anything. And then we can think about this. I mean, this is on death row. If we can kill this, then we're pretty excited, right? If I was him, I'd reserve. I'm gonna walk up and punch this anyway. And then he starts that up. So you reserve, it's my start, I punch this, you move this, you brace it. Or you move it and you fire, or you just fire. And then you get your brace back, and then this guy can't do a lot of damage to it. So it's always going to be his start in the assault phase. Which means we have to be aware of this thing beating on us. He's going to get a lot of heat back from when he starts this up as well, so he will be able to fire that AC-20. Oh yeah, I'll take that. Keen on that, but that's fine. Which is fine. Did he get any evasion? He did not. So Apex could probably move. Actually, Apex. What do you have here? Medium laser and an LRM-15. So we move, we fire into the side of this. Do we give him... I think we do a cold shot as well. We'll try and pop that arm as best we can, so that we have less things to hit over here. Great. But this is where the real action happens. Pretty much need him to hit him in the CT. Maybe I should have shot him in the CT. I suppose I need an arm to come off.
BattleMech power-ups detected.
I really need this arm here. Take Mech. Yes. Who is this? Mockingbird. So that's 2 wounds. Fortunately, he's going to get this off the floor before I get to fire, isn't he? Do I take a shot at this? Damn, I have to stay here to take a shot as well. This be worth 50 damage plus another 30. Can't really kill him, can we? I think we just reserve in. He can probably walk this behind and shoot me in the back. Or shoot this guy on the side, I guess. I just really need this to die. Ugh, can we reserve down all the way? So he might punch this, I guess. Probably gets this up first. Get this up and punch this. I then punch him back, and then Apex Zeus punches him in the side. What's he got left? He's still got good stuff left too, doesn't he? He does. So he can walk over here and shoot the side of this, and then shoot the side of this again. He can walk over here, punch this. Okay, it's also gone. Ouchies. So, are you probably dead? Is the question. 110 is not enough. Could hit him in the back, but then he's got even more armor on the back. So that's not really worth. He could probably punch us in the side. We punch him. Let's go. I think Apex is dead anyway. I mean, you've only got a medium laser. probably fire in with the medium lasers off the fire starter, and then we maybe punch this guy. Depending on what he wants to do. I mean, we kind of got a little bit of body towards the side here, so it kind of is better than this side, but it's still, I mean, a leg will push us over. We've kind of got, if we lose this plus the leg, actually if he hits here, the leg comes off, we lose this, so we lose 2, well, we lose 1, plus we fall over, so we'll be down to 1 hit, really. At least this will die in a sec. I don't know how we're taking an Atlas though, pretty much pristine Atlas. Maybe he's considering punching the side of this. I kill this, we turn, we punch this. There's a lot of choices in here. If I kill this, I'm pretty happy. It's not great losing, but at least there's no Atlas in the next battle. Okay, that I will take. To the legs, even better for us actually. That's super good for us. So we punch you in the side now. I could shoot you as well, like this. You know what? I think we're gonna punch him. It's pretty much guaranteed death if we hit with these machine guns anyway. So we'll get in there for that. Now what we can do is beat the hell out of Wildfire somewhat. Hugely. I think it's just going to be a slugfest right here. All for the ages. At least we do 120 damage though. That's something huge. Not the leg though. Exactly what we want. I think we're probably not going to go with this. We're just going to leave this up to chance here. We could maybe punch him first. Do I punch him first? I kind of want to just build as much as I can on stability here. So we'll see how things roll. God, this reserve is killer. Absolutely killer. So we might consider punching this. Really need torso hits or a head hit, really. Pardon me. A head hit would be amazing. Just crunch to the face. Either of these guys can insta-kill, but I mean he can insta-kill too, right? Hopefully he goes for this. And he hits like a leg or something. So what do we do a turn? We do like 110 plus 140. Is that 300 and is that 110? Is that 350? 250? Just too far into this fight to remember anymore. Is he gonna turn and fire here? Maybe he's gonna fire on this actually. He's going for back shots, I guess. I'd say so. We might try and clear this off with a whole lot of fire. It's the only problem with melee, right? Obviously we have to deal with back shots. It's not bad though. We survived that day. We have no real weapons here. Nothing. I kind of want to punch him from the front view because you'll do the most damage. Not the goddamn leg. Apparently, Ozone hates that leg. Distinct hate for that leg. And are we nearly dead? Here we are, yeah. So you need to punch in from probably over here. Maybe rip that leg off, that would be hilarious. You're gonna hit like an arm or something, can't you? Yeah, something useless. We could maybe get him on the ground this time, so we'll get 2 punches in with you. So that'll be our first on the ground maneuver, which means he'll be down to 4 or 5. Wish I remembered the wildfire. Machine gun as well. Hit him in the head. No head hits. Alright, so we punch again here. He goes on the ground. It's slightly harder for him. He probably punches this anyway. We actually done anything here, man. 1,000 more health to go? Sure. Why not? Down you go, hopefully. Yes. Not a single hit. There's a pilot in here at least, but I mean 900 health to go. So now it's going to be his start. He gets up and probably punches this. Hopefully, if we're lucky, he hits the leg. Into that, into that. Oh, man. I mean, if he hits this, into that, we're probably still dead. Alright, so he's got a hard time shooting at least. So he should have a bunch of modifiers on this. Come on, Apex. Live for me, baby. Ooh, your leg's nearly gone actually. If he hits the leg, it'll travel up. Yeah, you're probably dead here, Apex. If you lose that and you fall over, you're dead as well. He's a little hot, but I don't think that's going to really matter to him. Not gonna matter too much at this rate. Okay. Is he multi-shotting? Oh my god. Still alive. Somehow. Crunch. Alright. Man, Sam, this is a monster. A monster, sir. You're a monster. So we punch in the front with you. The other leg? Sure. Why not? Why not? You haven't even hit him once in the torso, but why not just hit a leg? Olympus is just holding on. Oh, you can't even punch him? Ay, ay, ay. What a disappointment. It's 'cause this guy's in the way. It's not gonna die, is it? Alright, we'll punch him again. Hopefully we get that leg. just absolutely hammering these legs. For whatever reason. It'd be funny if we leg death him. Come on, hit him in the leg. It's not quite the leg. Can you hit him with a machine gun? Please, in the head? Whatever. Whatever. How much have we done here? 700. So he started out with 1500. Oh, we're nearly through that leg though. Kind of interesting. He's gonna kill this next. Be amazing if the fire starter kills him off. I'd say we're gonna spray around a bit though. If he maybe walks over here, we can punch him in this side, hope for that leg, and then do something wonderful with whatever else is left. The multi-shotting again. Oh. I think we're dead here. I think we're about to lose 2 mechs. Hopefully he misses with the AC-20. I wonder if it burned. No, it doesn't do enough damage. Burns that leg, it'd be pretty funny too. Falls over. If we lose 2 mechs here, we're pretty much done though. Can't remember, is it 15 damage? Here he goes. The AC. Ooh, left leg. Well. Kind of is okay for us. Did he not overheat? Damn, that's a shame. No. Okay. Well, we're gonna try for this leg, I guess. So you need to stand up. Hopefully you can punch him. Please tell me you can punch him in the side, not the front. On the side. Okay, we'll try for the side actually. Ooh, or do we? I think we try. No, we try for the side here, and then the we score a leg hit here, and then the fire starter can try for the other side. So now the fire starter has to hit him in that leg, and we have to hope like mad that we do well here. Come on, baby. Hit him in the leg. Ooh, AC-20. Nah. So close. We were so close to legging him here. I mean, if all this damage had gone into like this actual CT instead of the places it's gone, it would have been great, but you get what you get, right? You get what you get. Still, you know what, he can still fire the AC-20 into the side. I mean, it's just too much for us to handle here. We really need him to miss with the AC-20, because that's what'll kill us. What if I DFA? I might have to DFA with this guy. Try for that side of the mech. Alright, fingers crossed we don't die. One more round of punching, one more round to maybe get a leg here. And then maybe get this leg. Come on. Come on. Please, sir. I would be amazed if we legged this thing. absolutely amazed. What's going on with the timer? Hello? Timer? Please, don't end the match like this. Okay, well that sucked. Alright, so somehow I punch this guy in the side and he goes down. I could jump over here and do a cool shot on the leg. Alright, 2 into the leg. Pretty close to death here. We could maybe still scrape this out somehow. I just need to stay away from punch range, I guess. If we can get one leg, we can get the other leg. Are we lagging? What's going on here? Hello? Come on. Please. I could win this. Damn it, it looks like he's timed out. That really sucks. Alright, well, I guess, I don't know, but it's pretty close. I reckon I could have just about taken this. I reckon I could have probably taken that pretty easy. It would have been just a couple of just jumping around him and shooting him in the legs. Oh, long match, good match. I would have loved to have killed this with a fire starter. So much. With that, we'll take a break. Tune in next time. More adventures of BattleTech.
Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.